Speaking of curios in a curious place, NXT was all alone this past Wednesday night, August 19th. All alone by itself, no opposition. And I guess this program, I don't really know how to describe it. It's like going to the funeral of somebody that you didn't know. It's not sad. It just lasts forever, and you look forward to the end of it. It's not really insulting or embarrassing. It's just not very exciting.
It's a show without a pulse.
It's dead.
Well, it's just there's no beat to it. Each week there's something on every episode of NXT that we can enjoy, something that we like. There was a really good segment, although I would have done things maybe a little differently, but there was a really good segment on this week's show. And then there's just a lot of stuff that is dry and dull, and there's no energy to it. And again, I know it's COVID-19 era wrestling. There's no crowd there, but just nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Well, it's a combination of nothing happens and stuff happens, but the stuff that happens is with all the interchangeable people that you don't really give a fuck about on an individual basis. So therefore, you don't care that the stuff is happening.
This is a show that needs to be 1 hour, not 2.
That would help.
Yeah.
That would help, because these matches are way too long. As a matter of fact, anyway, opening up, and let me say something here good about poor old Johnny Gargano. For once, Johnny Gargano with Candice LeRae against Ridge Holland. First thing I wrote was you could tell they were unopposed. Gargano was introduced, by the way, at 199 pounds. They can't even say 202. They can't even lie 3 pounds just to get him over 200, where it would sound like he's grown. Jarrett, when I was a kid, he was a brilliant babyface. He was the only wrestler in the territory announced at under 200 pounds. He was announced at 198 pounds. He may have even been over 200 pounds, but it got sympathy on him because he was the smallest guy. And he was the blonde young guy, and he got sympathy on him. It worked there. But everybody here is fucking 100 and something pounds. They couldn't even say 202. Just little shit. Anyway. This Ridge Holland is stiff and believable. He's a good-looking athlete. He's another epitome of a white man standing there with brown shoes. It's just bland, just plain. It's just, I know he's not that old. Hopefully he will grow into it. But, it's just interchangeable. I will put Gargano over. As I said, he took an upside down bump in the turnbuckle, nice and the right way. He didn't fucking land on his feet and do all his Shawn Michaels ballet. He actually got thrown upside down and hung there and then fell. So I will say that, and I will say that Gargano in this match, technically he's fine. But it's just that, well, I wrote sometimes when a bland babyface switches heel, it instantly turns on his personality, like rookie Rick Rude became Rick Rude, et cetera, et cetera. Coco Ware was a underneath preliminary babyface. He got a chance to work on top as a heel against Lawler, and my God, for 6 months, he was best worker in the business. Sometimes when a bland babyface switches heel, it turns on his personality. This did not happen for Johnny Gargano. They went to a break. They came back from the break. In the aftermath of it, during the break, they were in picture-in-picture. They did this spot during a break to begin with. Ridge Holland power slammed Gargano on his fucking head. And I don't know why you would be doing big moves in a break with picture-in-picture like anybody's going to watch it. But we used to, that's another function I served as manager at ringside with the bodies in the midnight. So I knew if we were in break, so you could let the babyface fight up with a few elbows, hit the ropes, and get fucking elbowed back down. But anyway, so Holland power slammed Gargano pretty much on his head, and I guess from what I read, they didn't stop it on the program stopped the match, but I guess I read they stopped the match for a while to check on him, make sure he was okay. Is this what you heard when they were taping it?
That is what I had heard, yeah.
And
it was seamless on the show, I gotta say.
Yeah, they did a good job. You could kind of tell when they went back from the replays, laying there or whatever the fuck, or from when they came out of the break, they had made the edit already. But the point is, as far as it wasn't anybody's fault, to me, it was one of those things that happened. I know what happened. Gargano leaped straight up like he should for the big guy to come in and get under him and then turn him. Holland, as he was running in that direction, instead of running under Gargano, grabbing him, getting under his weight, and then turning him, he anticipated it. He leaned back, and if you go and watch the replay in slow motion, especially the side view, he lets his feet out in front of him, especially the right foot, the lead foot, before he had Gargano's weight, which made it more of a crossbody effect. His feet were already out from under him before he got under Gargano's weight. When Gargano hit him, it started putting him down backwards like he was going to take a flat back crossbody, and he's so strong, the kid, that he turned him. Even though he didn't have him, he turned him, but he couldn't turn him quick enough all the way. But shit happens. This wasn't malicious, and it wasn't reckless. Shit happens. Just mistiming. But then it started me thinking, my thoughts on stopping and restarting matches with no fans. Why or why not? Because some people say, well, why not? And would I have done it? If this had been OVW or Smoky Mountain Wrestling or whatever. And in this case, I came out with, I probably would have. Obviously, the guy fucking landed on his head and he's fucking hurt. But at the same time, we need to get the finish out of this. He wants to continue, or he's ruled able to continue. We need to do the business we were supposed to do. That's the one thing. Injuries, when they come up in the middle of a match that can't be gone through with, that fucks up your booking. Fucks up where it's already bad enough somebody's hurt, but it also fucks up the booking and where everything's supposed to go, and you can't get a finish that you plan for or whatever. So the only reason it's never been done is because there was fans in the building and you couldn't. That's one thing at least we've never gone to, is stopping it and with the fans there and then redoing shit, starting whatever the fuck. So in this case, it was called for. I remember one time, poor old Jacky gaiter, bless her heart. She had a purse that she was with, was it Jacky or what? No, it was Jacky. She was supposed to swing, or was it Nikita? Goddamn. No, it was Jacky. Nevertheless, she's supposed to swing the purse at Rand, but the babyface is supposed to duck. She's supposed to hit Doug Basham. And she whiffed Doug Basham with the purse. And not only did the people in the building see it, but also you could tell on camera. We couldn't air it, right? And it was, I say the people, some people could see it depending on the angle. All the people on all sides couldn't tell. But some people kind of went, and I said, we can't air this. But how are we going to reshoot it in front of the people? So what we did was we had everybody stay dressed, and when the building was empty, we sent them back out there, put everybody exactly in the same spot, and shot it from the floor camera looking straight up so all you could see was the building. And insert edited that video over the original video, which already had the crowd reacting and etc. on it, and it actually worked. But here's my fear on stuff like this, as well as the Thunderdome. Are you getting in a habit of the cinematic matches? We said they'd start relying on those, and boy, those got old quick, didn't they? And I'm sure they'll do some more of them, and they'll be older. If you start stopping it when a guy gets hurt and restarting it, or if you start stopping it for things where the people aren't in the building, then do you just start stopping it when somebody says, hey, you know what? I could have done that power slam better. Let's do that again. And then you're not doing wrestling anymore. You're fucking doing movie stunt show scenes or movie stuntman stunt fight scenes or whatever. It's not the whole concept of professional wrestling is, or supposed to be, a contest, conflict, fight, whatever, between two opposite entities in one take in front of an audience on all four sides of you that they can't see through. The definition of the perfect match would be one that is a complete work, but yet nobody could possibly see through. And that's never happened. There's never been a perfect match. But are they going to just start abusing this too, I guess is my thought. And they're just going to start stopping and starting. And then when you watch a match, it's not a match. It's a television or movie fight scene. That worries me.
I don't know. I mean, it's different rules right now with no fans there. I think once fans are there, they're not going to be stopping matches.
Well, how long is that going to be, though? Are they going to be in the habit of it? Or are they just going to put people in the Thunderdome? And if you tell people we stopped and started this, then we're going to sue you because of the contract you signed.
That's true.
I don't know. Anyway, just something I worry about. Gargano won with a DDT in over the top rope after Candice LeRae interfered. Candice LeRae has aged 40 years. She's gray-haired now. Actually, it's the worry of whether Santa Claus is going to bring Gargano a facial expression for Christmas. At least they were unopposed. Good match, technically, absolutely no star power or personality in this match.